have CRTs breakdown. We're gonna do this one. Breaking it down, baby. CRTs, recycling at its finest, man. I'm deSz'e. Up early in the morning because we got a truck coming through at 8:30. So here we are in the third hour. In the third hour, this has to be broke down. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I said I was gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how I feel. Yeah, it's deSz'e and the saxophone is the fault. So in the sides of these monitors, these are monitors, right? That's what they call CRT. Okay, you run into a couple of these, you need to break them down likely. You would not want to just throw that in the yard. Just throw it in the yard and say, hey, I'm going to get some money today. I just do 30 of them at the scrapyard. No, you just do, what, $300 in the trash? 30 of them? Yeah, you got to do it right, though. You have to do it right. So here I am in the interim. I'm doing dismantling the house. I'm going to call this. Get a little help on the lights. Dismantling the house. These are the screws that hold the outside plastic in, the outside material. This is called ABS on this plastic here. Keeping all our screws going into the short iron bucket. All the screws go into the short iron bucket. Short iron bucket. This is stuff if you had a long bit like this. Say you had a long bit like that, and it was, the screwdriver, the bit that you need for that particular screwdriver bolt. You would easily be able to do that, but I've got a short fuse on. I got a short fuse on, which is this. It's not enough. Not enough to go deep on these. So I had to do this manually, unless I had another drill with a longer bit. Or if I change bits. Right now I don't have the time to look for the proper bit. So I'll do this by hand. I'll definitely do it by hand. Dropping it in like that. See, pulling the top off. These can be used as plantations. A planting device. You can put soil in there and grow a plant successfully. Throw that out. Let's get into this. Touch computer. These came probably from school. They've got a program that they put into the computers so they can monitor or connect to their base where their educational materials are. As I'm cutting all the wires, every wire I see, I'm cutting. This one here, you want to pull back. That's the one that goes to the tube. Cut every wire. And I tell my boy this, man, that's easy. That's easy right there. I could do that. Yeah, but can you do 200 of them? Huh? Can't do 200 of them. Can't do 500 of them. Same kind. It's a little tedious. Little tedious. But that's the money. That's where the money is. It's in tedious stuff. It's the small things where the money is. It's the small scale where you get paid. You don't get paid on a big scale like that unless you got hella. Now, when I'm hitting the yoke on this has already been the gas. I'm hitting the yoke on this. That's where I want to hit it at. You don't want to hit it down low. Glass and stuff popping everywhere. I'm breaking the glass up. Hitting it on all four sides. Hitting it on all four sides. Discarding the glass. Be very careful. Because this glass here will give you a mustard gas one. This glass here ain't for the faint of heart, man, at all. This glass here will cut you wide open. This glass here will cut your gloves, cut through your skin, cut your bone. You must be careful. Disclaimer, I am not responsible for your mistake. Call Scrap TV for a purpose. Once again, I'm getting all screws. When I see screws, taking them, hitting them. Every screw goes in there. Every screw. Not one screw, but all of them. If you ever come work with me, or work for me, or work around me, hey man, we trying to get every piece. Every piece. I do about $1 gram, baby. Like the dope man. I do about $1 gram, baby. I want everything. I'm taking everything. Straight, short. Okay. How you keep doing this? How do you? It's the law of attraction. Whatever you want more of, God brings it to you. You gotta be ready to receive it. And if you ain't gonna receive it, you ain't gonna achieve it. You ain't gonna get nothing. You can't believe in the deity that made you. And that's unknown, right? That's an unknown territory. Everybody want to say, hey, we evoluted from this. We came from that. We came from monkeys and all that stuff. Please, man. The monkeys ain't said nothing since. The monkeys are conspiring. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not. They ain't great like us. They just not. They just not. We done did way more than any monkey could ever do. So Planet of the Apes and chimpanzees, come on, man. Primates, stop. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. For now, we are cream of the crop. We are creators. We are the creators. all the master race. All of us. All the same thing, man. We all bleed the same blood. Last time I seen somebody bleed some blue blood. So this here, this is the ring that goes around the TV. Okay, this ring here, very, very, very important. This ring here, cut that open. You cut that open, you get the gold copper that comes out of there is number one. We put that in our little box over there. And you got these, which are on the edge of the screen too, on the edge of the fronds of the tube. This is platinum copper. It's a silver looking style. Okay? Silver looking style. You want to get that out of there. Take that tube, you can put that in the metal box. Ready to go. Put that in the metal box. And we're looking at here what we can find. Washers. Couple metal washers. Okay. Metal washers. Now, everything is off of there. That is straight ABS now. Other than that, you do have one little piece of metal right there in the middle that holds it and fortifies the plastic. So there's a screw right there. Get the screw out. Get the screw on the other side. Then we get the metal piece. Metal piece. Short iron. This straight ABS, baby. ABS plastic. Pretty much going for 8 cents a pound. ABS plastic. Now think about ABS plastic. Where do you get ABS plastic? Yeah, it's everywhere. It's actually every freaking where. Our world has got a lot of ABS in it. And you have to figure out. You got to figure out how you're going to compile it. How do you compile a whole bunch of ABS? Because they're not taking no, you can't come in there with no one piece of ABS. No, you can't. You have to come in there with at least a ton, which is 2,000 pounds. And yeah, where are you going to keep all that? Warehouse, storage, a building, your mama's house, your dad's house, sister kid house. Yeah. You have to think about that. It's on you. When they told me that, oh, it's defeating when they tell you, oh yeah, as long as you bring us a ton, yeah, we'll buy it. A ton. Wow. A dadgum ton. Well, I called that bluff, and I went forth, hired trucks to carry all the plastic that I could bring to them. It showed up. They couldn't take all the stuff I was bringing. They had to give me a check. They had to give me a paycheck. we love you, bro. We like you. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. What am I? I am not a rook. I'm not a game. I'm serious about this. I'm serious about this. I gotta make my pay. I can't be looking stupid picking up cans. I can't do it. Can't do it. Sitting in front of my significant other, you got me messed up. I'm not gonna bring the money in. I'm not. One or the other, I'll go somewhere else. Put my head in the dirt. This ain't that kind of party. It ain't that kind of party. So yeah, just cutting all the wires off of the, this is what we call not a satellite. You know, it has satellite quality. You see stuff like this. This right here, this is actual EEPROM. You can put that with your computer chips because that's where the silver and gold is. So yeah, you can put that with your computer chips. Okay, until you learn how to separate and make the gold and the silver come off of there. That's using acids and such, so you get a little bit deeper into that. We'll get into the deeper sciences stuff a little later. You're gonna have to join for that one. Ain't no way I'm just gonna put that out there into the stratosphere and you take it and run. Not properly, vetted or nothing. You just take it and run. Nah, I need something for that because I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna show you how to make $10,000 in a minute. As soon as I get the last little piece of research, it'll be $10,000, and hey, you're gonna have to pay me for that. I'm gonna show you how to do it. You got me messed up. I'm just gonna give it to you for free. Well, this is free here. This is free. Why is this free? Because this part here costs money, man. It costs money to me to even put this together. But I got it for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, there's other ways to get this off here. Okay, I did learn that. You can use a gun to get these off. These are transformers. Sometimes the transformer shows nothing but copper in it. This one here has layers of copper, which is paper in between the copper, keeping it doesn't insulate it. So yeah, we are right there. I'm trying to get every little piece of money off here. Take all the little foreign stuff like that was around the wire. You definitely want to get that, and you want to get some of these little bitty transformers. Yeah, we can't break those up. It's okay. I mean, you don't see a lot of copper on there. Just put them all with the same transformers. Bend up your aluminum. Put all your aluminum that needs to be unscrewed by a drill. Put them all in one box. You're looking for fuses. Fuses are stainless steel. Stainless steel. And when I was talking about the copper stick, this is what I use for the copper stick. Stuff like these. These repeaters right here. Repeaters of copper. Okay, put those to the side. You got other little heels of copper. Put those to the side. You got hidden heels of copper within these little boxes. More copper again. You got to cut the top and you're in there and the copper comes right out. You got brass. You got brass tips. These are the wires that we cut earlier. When you pull out one side, you'll see that there is brass on the tip. So we cut the wire on one side, the brass is on this side. So that's how we do those. That's usually for a rainy day. I call a rainy day fund. And that's basically pulling it with your front, pulls it up. Therefore, you got nothing but ABS plastic there, or PPOE. This is definitely brass on the bottom, wire on the top, copper wire. Cut those, put the brass where the brass goes. Get right back into it. Right back into it. On some of this aluminum, you take off the metal parts. Okay? And then you're going to be unscrewing the screw itself, short iron. And the little thing that comes off, that is copper. Just got to get that little black part off, which is plastic. That's clean aluminum. Put in an aluminum box. So as with these, they're all over the place. Little copper spots. What you'd have to do, if you don't want this to be counted as brass, you have to beat that little piece off. You got to beat it off. There's no way to get around that. Nobody's taking it like that. They got to do it. So you might as well do it yourself. And that's why I wanted like an electric. I wanted an electric hammer to hit these, go pew, 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 on the conveyor belt style. Pew, 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 pew. Let that do that automatically, and then I'll separate the little parts off. Yeah. That's a little bit of a vision I had. Something I saw in a cartoon. Like, I know I can do this. I seen it in a cartoon. Okay. The rest of this particular setup. And then again, all I'm doing is taking all the screws that'll come out. If they don't come out, you get a screwdriver and get in the groove. Because sometimes your bit strip the actual bolt. So here I am, getting screw out. This is a screw. It's in a thing that has brass. That little thing there is brass. We're going to take that out. Put our screw in our short iron box. Unscrew the last screw. So we're taking money bit by bit by bit. This is one by one. This is how you break down a CRT. Yeah, recycling, baby. This is deSz'e with Scrap TV. Showing you another way to make some cash. If you got this stuff laying around in your garage, an old computer, in the attic, in the basement, in the storage, in the warehouse, at your friend's house, wherever it is, your grandmama's house, go over there, get them computers out. Grandmama, what? What, sonny? I want to get them old computers out there, out the store, out of the shack in the back of the house. Little barn, little silo. Sometimes just in the yard, in the backyard, ants and all that stuff that went up in there. Made they nest. They done made their nest. Now you just gotta bend it a little bit and it'll come right out. Otherwise, unscrew it from the bottom. That's on you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen. Pull the thing out. I got the thing out. Cool. This is a clean piece of MFC. It's called MFC. Clean aluminum. Okay. We'll get the rest of the wires off of here. Any more wires on here? Any more things on this that you see? Any more things on this board that you see? You kind of look for something that looks golden, right? Some of these black things are not golden. Some of these black things have gold inside, which is the copper. They just covered up and they made so they don't get confused with other parts and cause a fire or anything, or spark or flame. This big little house on here, this big little house on the prairie, usually has a stainless steel line right there in the middle. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there in the middle. You want to pop it one time and pull it out. Comes right out. And that there is stainless steel. So definitely pull your stainless steel out. That's a whole nother price. Okay. Oh, this boy's a good shot. So I'm looking on here. Anything else on here? On here. Well, I know it's this black thing, this black little tower. This black little tower has copper in it. And all I gotta do is hit it with the thing, hit it with my cutters or a hammer, hit it with the cutters again at the top. At the top. And there's a whole bunch of copper right there. All you had to do was dig a little bit. That's all you had to do. And the more you pull it out, the more copper you see. It's all confined inside of that one little thing. Look at that. Look at all that copper. There's still some in there. I'm just going to throw it right now. We don't have time to do all that. But that's the copper right there, buddy. That's some copper. You want to do this, the copper stick with that? You can do it. You can do it. It's just a matter of making a loop, twisting it around. Got the thing, go to the other side and do the same thing. Just loop, twist it around. So now I got two parts of the copper stick that have disconnected themselves from each other. Just marry it back, start twisting. And now I've got the copper stick again. Okay. And I've got other spools. I got the spools and spools of copper. You just keep putting it on there and then keep twisting it around. Twist it around, twist it around, twist it around, twist it around. So there are still other little copper pieces on this computer board. This is called TV boards. Price used to be high on it because there's a lot of money on there. And yeah, you can use a 5,000 watt heat gun to make all of it fall off. Easy on your constitution. Of course it is, but it's dangerous, and you have to be very, 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 very conscientious about using a heat gun. It definitely can harm you, harm products. Something 5,000 watts, yeah, you need to be very concerned about how you use it. That can blow holes in walls. So yeah, there's our copper stick. Definitely introduced to us by a dude named Parker. The homie, he will be on YouTube in a little bit. He's ready to rock. He's got some things ready to show you. He's ready to interact with you. Name is Parker. Parker Enterprises. He'll be on, and he will show you even more stuff. He's got some stuff that I probably don't even know about. He's the one who showed me this particular technique. And this technique allows you to do other things while you still chilling. You ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to do too much at all. Just twist and keep putting up copper on the spool. Twist it up, 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 and go back down. Go back down the list. No rush. Just go back down the list. Go back down the line. We married these two pieces that came apart. Sometimes on your hook, you can fortify your hook with another piece of copper, more wiry type of copper. Lock that part down. So yeah, this is the breakdown of a CRT. How you break down the CRT. This is we got a 2-for-1 right now because I gotta get these out of here. And I want these out of here. I need to loop today. So yeah. It's a matter of up and down, wire, wire, wire. Then run it back down again. Tighten it up. You tighten it as you twist. So it's all one strand. It's all thick. By the time you get it super thick, it's over 2 pounds. All the copper strands are not equal, so yeah, you just gotta keep going till you get a stick that's thicker than what you think it should be. Thick as you like. Thick as you like. I like to come inside with it. Come inside with it and then go back around. Go back around. And they're safe. So that's done right there. I still got some on the spool. We can still keep going with that. That's the ending process now. With the actual other parts that you see on the board, you might see little strands. You can put that in the copper box. Or you can put it on your copper stick. Or you go to these little pieces here. Little pieces like this have a black top on it. I just crack that black top with my pliers and just fold it right in. I can left it on the spool and just pull it off the spool this way. That way I'm not, concerned with a whole bunch of hammering and, oh, I gotta crash these, and you just copper to pop out and all this stuff. I'm in a rush. I need money. I need cash. You're not even concerned about that. And I see you in the chat. How's that a good idea? Because you're pulling it off the spool. That's why. You're pulling it off the spool. It's a spool of copper. It's not just copper right there, because you just throw that in the box, right? But you just twist it. Just keep twisting, and it's coming off the spool. See the spool? Spool's down here. Spool's down here. So I'm just twisting the night away, right? Watching TV, watching the game, watching the kids, watching my computer cameras, my security cameras, and everything's off the spool now. Now I can throw that in the metal, and I can keep that. Yeah, it's a good idea, because this is for the people who have downtime. You got downtime, or you're in the middle of a snowstorm or rain or inclement weather, or just stuck in a situation where you think, oh man, I ain't gonna get nothing done now. I gotta take care of little Timmy. That kind of thing. And when the thing breaks on the end, hey, you just create another end. You just double it back and twist. Double it back and twist. There, you got another end now. More fortified. And you just keep putting copper on the thing. So there it is. Look like a noose, don't it? But indeed, that's money. However you want to discredit it, it's money, baby. We gotta trade this in and get that cash. So I'm looking at the physical board. There's nothing else on the board that looks interesting to me. Maybe this wire that has a little magnet on it. Probably it. I'll cut that just for that sake. And that there can be either cracked with these here. Crack with that there, and you can pull the wire out of that. So there's wire. Number 2, insulated. It's here. You can sell it as a board. Or you can put that in the metal box. Here's another one. Let's do one more. Show you how easy this is. And this, there's still a bunch of these out in the world. They made over a couple, probably about a dozen trillion. That's what I'm calculating. A dozen trillion. You think about all the high rises in your downtown areas, your metropolitan areas, all those businesses, they all had to have a computer, didn't they? Everybody had to have a computer in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. I wonder if IBM knew it's going to be this big. I mean, it's like a bunch of freaking computers, bunch of monitors all over the place, all the schools, all the hospitals, all the businesses. They all have to have a computer to do their work. They all do. That's crazy, huh? And this is ABS. This is the same stuff that's on your car. That's your dashboard. It's also the stuff that makes up your refrigerator, the inside of your refrigerator. That plastic stuff, it's smooth, same stuff. ABS is what it's called. Trading about 8 cents a pound, maybe 12 cents a pound, depending on what area you're in. But you can make some money with ABS, just plastic alone. But you gotta have a lot of it. Or you gotta shred it or something. Now these are older. These are older, so I've got to I use a regular screwdriver. It just don't work that way. But yeah, so that's where we at, man. That's where we at. It's deSz'e. Yeah, glass. Yeah, about a gram though. Yeah, like a dope man. Dope man weighs his weed and his cocaine and all these different things and lean and promethazine and all these little things that he does. You know, fentanyl is about a gram, right? So yeah, all this is about a gram. Okay, well I'm saying hello. What does it take? No, I don't take nothing. But Miss Jazz, I gotta put my head right there. 60, 70. Hello. Yeah, yeah, Miss Jazz in the house. And I got Miss Jazzy and I got Miss Jazz. I got motivated 2010 and I got motivated to soar. So yeah, and I found that out when I went to got incarcerated. They got doubles and triples names in their system as well. You got Officer Jackson, then you got Lieutenant Jackson, you got Sergeant Jackson. I'm like, oh man, you gotta be aware of who's who and different things. It's probably the same thing in the Army, and the Navy, the Reserves, all that. These names kind of repeat themselves. But what makes you so um, unique is that extra little number that you put on there, that extra little character. That's why I got a big S in my name. I'm the dude. I'm the deSz'e of all deSz'es. I was deSz'e before they were deSz'e. Yeah. Nothing but people around the corner and look at the chat. On occasion, yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you. No, I look at the chat and I do special requests. I'll, I'll dance, I'll eat something, I'll drink something, or I'll do whatever it takes. I'll jump off a building with a bungee cord. I do whatever y'all want, man. I'm with it, man. I'm here for y'all, man. I'm just here showing you something different, man. Showing you something different from the thing. Yeah. Now, uh, not just looking at the chat. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes it's way too many screws. It ain't as easy as that. And that's why people don't want to do this. It takes too long to get all the screws out. When you're doing a flat screen TV, it takes too long. It's too many screws. So I'm like, oh, can you repair my flat screen TV? I'm like, no. I always ask them, first thing I say, what brand is it? LG? No. Sony? No. Samsung? No. Cisco? Maybe. Cisco and Samsung, the same company. New Line and Prometheus, same company. Same parts. I could fix that stuff, but I cannot fix everything. Clear choice, sometimes viewpoint, sometimes box light, sometimes. But come to LG, stuff is too small. Reminds me of laptops. When laptops came out and everybody was like, oh, I need a laptop. Pass a ThinkPad, I can fix a ThinkPad, IBM. But when it comes to Lenovo and all these other ones that start coming out, Toshiba and all of it start getting smaller and smaller. So you go in there to fix one thing and you come out with 3 more things broke. Yeah, that cost me money. Cost me a lot of customers too. So the TV shop is no more. Nobody goes to the TV shop to get their TV fixed. It costs too much. And now I know why. Because when you open all these things up, it's like a million dang screws. It feels like it. It feels like a million. It's not maybe more than 50 screws. But you better have the bits. Some of them have security locks. Some of them have bits. Yeah, okay. Well, silver and gold is in the population on the chips. That's where the silver and gold. This is why the stuff costs so much. Yeah, it don't cost you nothing when it's used, when it's done. It don't cost you nothing. But when you buy it at the store, remember you go to the store and be like, man, I need that new computer, but it's $1,400. Not even fast as what we have today. $1,400 for a monitor and a desktop computer. Are you serious? Well, I had to purchase to get it. I had to get it. That might be the last one I ever bought. Brand new from Fry's Electronics. Was a Pentium 4. I needed that at that time. I needed more processing power. And yeah, I got it. I surpassed it. And they start coming out with the 4 cores and all this, 8 cores, 12 cores, 16 cores. So you can have as much power as you want. There was no software that could even fathom that much power. No operation system available to take up that much memory. Okay, this particular house in here, there's a little bit of ABS on there. It's plastic. The rest of this is aluminum sheet aluminum. I can put that on the floor, fold it up, step on it. Step on it, now it's flat. I can put it on my flatware. Sheet aluminum. Here we are at the core of the television right here. You can see that. I can see the chat is right there over top of it, but I'm gonna boom, push forward on it. Takes a little suction cup off of the glass. It takes that off the glass. You can cut the tip off. Throw that in. Metal box. What a good throw, boy. I'm getting good at my throwing. We got wire here. Okay, cut all loose wire that you see. Every wire that you see on there, just cut it. Every wire that you see. But yeah. Wire, right? In the wire box. Just keep throwing in the wire box. So we have a truck coming here at 8 o'clock. At 8:30, this guy's gonna be on time. This guy is something else. He is a standout guy. He's an ox. He can lift anything with his bare hands. He's such a strong dude, man. I'm like, dude, you're not. You're a superhuman. And I need that kind of power to help get some of this stuff on the truck. There's no way I can lift all this stuff. This guy can pick stuff up with one hand, and I can't pick up with two or three. So I appreciate the guy coming through. So what I'm doing is just cutting around the area. Cutting around the area. I'm taking all the screws that I can. When I see more screws, got to pull them screws out too. So yeah. Already, I appreciate the emojis. Miss Jazz, okay. I thought maybe Mr. Jazz, but it's Miss Jazz. 67. I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through, man. Checking me out. Hey, I need money and I'm gonna cash this in tomorrow. I gotta pay the truck driver. And truck driver, he didn't like that 100 I gave him the other day. It was that other month. Why he ain't been back. But his company told me to do that. The company told me to just give him a little something. And they got my back. Till I get my style down on transporting material. Okay, now that again is going to be your copper number one inside of this, which is around the rim of the TV or the CRT. This is what we call CRTs right here. And when you hit the cone and degas it, you definitely want to hit it in the neck. This right here, copper as well. Looks like stainless steel, but it's copper. Hit it in the neck, not the body. That makes the glass go everywhere. Hit it in the neck. Degassed. Hit it in the neck. And all this comes off easily. These are regular TVs, man. This is this stuff. All right. And the main part in the middle is stainless steel. This is stainless steel little piece. Got a stainless steel bucket going. You can actually take a screwdriver and pull. Might be a little bit of glue. And you might need to hit it one more time at the top. At the top to pull it off. So that is the copper thing, and we want to pop that on the ground and pop that inside. Because I don't think you've ever seen me do that part. That's the copper right there, straight copper. Okay, and make sure there ain't no bunch of tape on it. A bunch of this, which is more so a leaded type of magnet. Put that in your metal box. Copper. Copper with plastic on it. Take it off the plastic. And still ABS plastic. Put that with your ABS. Now with ABS, you want to keep whatever colors together. Keep the colors similar. If it's all black ABS, keep all the black together. If it's all the blue, keep the blue together. If it's all red, keep it red. Yellow, white, beige, keep all those, even if it's retro bright. Need to be retro brighted. Keep all that together. There's different ages on ABS, different things, and if you separate the colors, They give you a better grading on your stuff. They gotta separate it, sending it back overseas. So some of this plastic you can crack, pull, and pull through until you got a full hand of copper. Unlocking it from the chassis there. Let's do this. About a gram, yes. About a gram. I'm doing about a gram. How you make that kind of money, man? How you doing this? Not about a pound, about a gram. Same thing when you wait. If you ever go to the yard and they tell you, and that's straight copper right there. Now, I can just throw that in the copper box. It's not on a spool, so I wouldn't have to put it on my copper stick. So that's that, okay? This little round right here, sometimes there's a copper piece in there. Wanna do that? Crack it on the ground. I had a girl who worked with me, Brit. She figured out a way to throw it on the ground. She threw it on the ground in a certain way, and all the copper would just fall out. I'm like, okay, taught me something new. Because all I do is just crack them and then pull it out. But she hit it on the ground. Man, she must have did 50 of them quick. And Brit was something else, man. She's something else. She's a pretty girl, too. Very pretty. Very pretty, like a little Rihanna. She's a pretty girl, man. Rapper and all that. But yeah, when I'm talking about copper, man, I'm trying to get the loot. Who makes the loot? So yeah, that's that. So we got a lot on that particular one. Yeah, it's not a TV. CRT, you could put TV on it, but with CRTs, these are computer monitors. Thusly, I was supposed to do the research on knowing what that CRT meant. This is what we call them, though. So now I've got the board. I got the tube. With the tube, usually have my glasses on. Usually have my safety glasses on. Because when I do this, this particular glass is not recyclable unless you take it to people that can take the stuff out of there, the stuff that contaminates the other glass. One hit here, one hit here, one hit here, one hit here. So four hits on each side will break the glass up so you can take it and dispose of it. Yeah. The thing is, when you are scrapping or cleaning or recycling, organizing, always get your sweep on. Too much in the way. You know, you don't want a whole bunch of stuff in your way. So yeah, this is the basics. So I've got this. My glass is folded off. I pick it up with one hand, put it in there, stack it. Just card this. Still looking for my silver, platinum, copper right here on the side. And then we'll fold this middle part in, and we can call that metal. That's done. That's done. We're done with that one. Plastic out. Cut our platinum copper off, which is silver, a silver-like piece, but this is copper. Put it with the copper. So your spring over there in the trash. Cut the rest of your cables off. And we are right here at the end of this particular one, just showing you how to recycle a CRT, which is a computer monitor, or TV is kind of the same. TV does not have this much stuff in it. This has more stuff in it because it is dealing with a computer and not just a bunch of lines and such for viewing. The refresh rates is what they call it, is the issue. Now this is usually got that's the thing we had with the stainless steel thing on there, but we got one wire on there. I want every wire on there. Every wire counts. Every wire makes something serious for me. $1.69 a pound. I'm with it. I want to unscrew the aluminum from that chassis. Constantly throwing my screws in the screw box. It's going for metal. Oh, Lambruschi. All right, and we'll do this. That's the dirty pile for aluminum. So if you don't clean the fronds off of these aluminum pieces that's on the board, you will get breakage. There's too much stuff on there. You'll get breakage price. Some of these don't even have a screw to be put in. So you do that, you can take the tape off, and then you have a clean piece of aluminum, MFC, also called number 30. Back that box over. Yeah, but then again, you're not the only one that asked the question. Why would that make sense? Why would that make sense to unwind it onto my little copper stick? Why would that make sense? Well, because you're pulling it off a spool. You're pulling off the unwinder instead of having the hammer and everything going everywhere. You gotta go find your copper and stuff. Copper everywhere, all over the floor with all this plastic. No. Wouldn't you just break it up and just throw it in the copper box? No. Sometimes, but not all the time. I could work on that stick all week and add more to that stick every week, every day. Whenever I want to mess with it, and you have a thick stick that's so heavy that you can't even pick it up with one hand. You'd have to have two hands to pick it up. Same thing with cans. Same thing with my copper box. My copper box can pick up with one hand. I ain't got no money. That ain't no money. That ain't no money at all. Playing with myself on that. No, we don't like dreaming about getting paid over here. That's real. So I just clean that, take that little piece there off. Sometimes stainless, but that's clean. Number 30. So that is it. That's my main thing I'm telling you about. Breaking down the TV. The rest is maybe a transformer, a couple pieces of copper in there. And so you know what it is, you know what I'm talking about. We'll have another video. I did part 2. This is another one. I said, well, I got it. I might as well go ahead and show it. Show it now. Because it's got to be gone. There might be more coming in. I don't know. I never know. But it's these little things of copper. These little things of copper that is the money. That's the money. It's the little things, people. It is not all the big stuff. The washing machines and dryers. I'll show you how to break them down too. But it's not that much in the washing machine and dryer. Why are they charging you so much? Because it's the utility that everybody needs. Huh? Why do they break down so much? Well, they're using cheaper parts nowadays. Using way cheaper parts than they ever did. So yeah, little stuff like that. That's the copper, man. That is the copper. You just have to pull it off the board. And either pop it with a hammer, it drops out, or you squeeze it with the pliers. It pops out. So that's it. How you break down a CRT. This is deSz'e. Scrap TV. I've done it again. I've done it again. I'm going to do 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 it again. And that's a transformer. Don't need to break that one down. I don't see the copper sticking out the side of it. Oh, good shot. And this board is pretty much done. This board is done. That can go straight to the metal. We do that. We're counting down. We're talking 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take care, deSz'e. I enjoy watching. Thanks. I appreciate you. Thanks. Enjoy your day. Blessings. Yes. This is blessings. And this is deSz'e. How to break down a CRT. I did it with one glove. They call me Michael Jackson. Because ow! Ow! I can do it, baby. We can do this. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming through. Done ya.